Hello everyone, in this video I am discussing how to design loan calculator in Excel VBA. For that, from the ActiveX control I am using two elements. First is scroll bar and second is option button. I am designing this loan calculator in two steps. First I am designing the user interface and then I am coding inside this user interface. So first part is designing the user interface. First I am writing the title as loan calculator. Now for the getting the principal amount from the user, I am getting it in F3 range. So user can enter the amount in this cell. Now I am using the scroll bar for the tenure. Now let me click on design mode and let me right click on the tenure and let me take you to properties. In the properties, I have made changes in the name of the scroll bar. I'm making it as tenure scroll bar. Then in the maximum value I have made it as 30 and the minimum value as 5. So 5 years is the minimum value and the 30 years is the maximum value. Now the step size I am using for the scroll bar is 1, which is minimum. So if I press on the left or right button, it will move forward or backward in the step size of 1, and the large change is 5. So if I click in between these two arrows, it will move forward or move backward in step 5. Now I'm using the scroll bar for interest rate also. Now let me right click on it and show you the properties. The name I am using here is interest scroll bar. Now the maximum value I am using here is 15% and minimum value is 0. And the step size I am using here is small change as 1% and the large change is 1%. Now I am using the option button for the payment type, whether it is monthly payment or the yearly payment. User can select between these two. And then finally I am calculating the loan and pasting it in F15 range. Now I am formatting the number in range F3 and F15 as currency and in range I7 as percentage. Now I have inserted a pie chart over here. So what it represents is the principal amount that user enters and the total interest rate over the tenure and the particular interest rate that user select. So the design part is over. Now I will take you through the coding part. Now let me double click on the scroll bar of the tenure. So it will take us to the subroutine for the tenure. So whenever I use the scroll bar for the tenure, the code inside this subroutine will get executed. So first I am inserting the value of the scroll bar to I5 range, which is this one. And then I am instructing the application to run calculate code. Now for the interest rate scroll bar. So the same thing. I am giving the value of the interest rate scroll bar to I7 range. And then I am asking the application to run the calculate code. And now for the option button. So if the option button 1 is on, then what it should do is it should write in the range B15, which is this one, monthly payment, and then run the calculation. And for the yearly payment, the same thing. If the yearly payment option button is selected, then it should write yearly payment in B15 range and then do the calculation. And if the user enters the amount in F3 cell, then the user is making the changes in the worksheet. So I have used the worksheet change event and have written the code inside it, which says if the target address is F3, then application should run the calculation. Now let me take you to the code that I have written for the calculate. So I have written the code for calculate in module 1. So this is the code I have written. First, I am taking the amount, tenure and rate from the user, and if the monthly payment option is selected, then it will convert the tenure, which was the yearly tenure, into the month, and then the rate, which was the annual rate, to monthly rate. I am using the predefined function PMT for calculating the yearly payment or the monthly payment. And this value I am making it as integer and the value would be negative, so I am making it in positive and pasting it in range F50. Now in order to calculate the total interest, I have subtracted the principal amount from the total amount. Now I am pasting this amount in range R7 and the total interest in range R8. So it will show us those values in pie chart. Now let me switch off the design mode and make some changes in the tenure and annual interest rate. So we are able to get the yearly payment which is required for the particular tenure, annual rate and principal amount. Let me make changes in the principal amount. Let me make it 1,20,000. So accordingly it is making the changes in the yearly payment. And then let me make changes in the interest rate. So it is making the changes in the payment that I have to make. Let me make it monthly. So the monthly amount I have to pay for the particular principal amount, particular tenure, and the interest rate is 2,164. So we have successfully designed the loan calculator. Thank you.